Hi friends, my name is krishnaakumalla. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss on methods of depreciation. We will see how many methods are there to calculate the depreciation, and we discuss about individual methods in different videos. In this video, we talk about straight line method, and rest of the methods we discuss in coming videos. Okay? While discussing about straight line method, we also solve some of the important illustrations from Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Right? Without wasting much time, let us get into the topic. Okay, guys. Let us talk about different methods of calculating depreciation. See, there are several methods. We are going to discuss about few important methods here. We will talk about straight line method, how depreciation can be calculated, what are the journal entries to be posted, how a machinery account and depreciation account to be maintained. We will also talk about diminishing balances method, sum of years of digits method, machine hour method, production units method, and depletion method. So these are the important methods we are going to discuss in future, right? So let us talk about straight line method in this video. We will talk about others later. What do you mean by straight line method? What is this paragraph says? According to this method, an equal amount is written off every year during the working life of an asset so as to reduce the cost of asset to nil or to its residual value at the end of the useful life. Every year, equal amount has to be written off. That is what straight line method says. Every year, equal amount of depreciation, equal amount has to be written off. What do you mean by that? Suppose if I purchase an asset for 1 lakh, if I purchase an asset for 1 lakh and useful life of this asset is 10 years, let us divide this 1 lakh with 10 years. How much you get? 10,000. That means every year you are going to return off 10,000 rupees as a depreciation. How did we get this? We have taken the cost of asset divided by useful life of the asset. Useful life of the asset is 10 years. So 1 lakh by 10 is equal to 10,000. That means every year it is equal amount. First year 10,000, second year 10,000, third year 10,000, till 10th year we are going to write off 10,000 rupees every year. This is what straight line method of calculating depreciation says. But let us say my accounting year is 1st January to 31st December. Okay, my accounting year is 1st January to 31st December. If I purchase this asset, if this 1 lakh asset is purchased on 1st January, then useful life of the asset is 10 years divided by 10, you get 10,000 rupees depreciation in first year. Second year also 10,000, third year also 10,000, even 10th year also we are going to get 10,000 because you purchased the asset on 1st January. Getting my point? Let us say this asset is purchased on 1st September. Instead of January, you purchased this asset on 1st September. So, in this year, how can you calculate 1 year depreciation? Cannot. Why? Because asset is not used for full year because you purchased this asset on 1st September. September, October, November, December. Only 4 months you used this asset. Only 4 months you used this asset. When the asset is used for 4 months, how can you calculate 10,000 rupees depreciation in first year? Not correct. Correct. So what we need to do is Though the straight line method says equal amount has to be written off on every yearly basis, the year of purchase and the date of purchase plays a vital role. For example, if the asset is purchased on 1st January, whole year is used. 1st January to 31st December, 1 year. So you can go ahead and write off 10,000 rupees as a depreciation in this case. But in this case, you purchased this asset on 1st September. September, October, November, December. So this accounting year, you have only 4 months time used this asset. You used this asset only for 4 months in this year. That is the reason. This year, if I go with this example, I can calculate only for 4 months depreciation. I can calculate depreciation only for 4 months. So 10,000 into 4 by 12. So 3,333. Sorry. 3,333. That should be your depreciation. Am I right? So first year is only 3,333. Second year onwards, same 10,000. Second year 10,000, third year 10,000, fourth year 10,000, fifth year 10,000. Like that, we continue to do 10,000 rupees equally. Getting my point? So year of usage, year of installation is very important. If the installation is done on 1st January, you can calculate one whole year depreciation in the first year. But in first year, if the asset is installed on 1st September, then 1st September onwards, you need to calculate the depreciation. That is the point to be noted here. Next. The advantage of this method is that it is simple to apply and gives accurate results, especially in the case of leases and also in the case of plant and machinery. In case of lease or in case of plant and machinery, this will be very easy because you simply take the cost of asset divided by useful life of the asset. You will get the depreciation, and which can be equally written off in every year, except the partial year where the initial purchase was happened. Right? Right. This method is also known as fixed installment method. This method is also known as fixed installment method. Why we are calling this as a fixed installment method? Because every year 10,000. I just have taken a previous example. First year 10,000, second year 10,000, third year 10,000. So the amount of depreciation every year is going to be equal. The amount of depreciation we are going to write off on every yearly basis is going to be equal. Since it is equal, fixed every year, we call it as fixed installment method. Why we are calling this as a fixed installment method? Your depreciation is going to be fixed every year. That is the reason why we are calling it as fixed installment method. Hope you are clear on this point. Next, how do we calculate depreciation? Let us say I purchased an asset for 1 lakh. Useful life of the asset is 10 years. After 10 years, if I sell this asset, because life of the asset is over, then that particular machinery or asset will become scrap. So on 10th year, end of the 10th year, what we will do? We will sell this asset as a scrap. When we sell this asset as a scrap, probably we might realize 10,000 rupees. I'm just taking an example. Let us say this is salvage value or scrap value. We call it as salvage value or scrap value. Scrap value is 10,000. So what do? Cost of the asset 1 lakh minus salvage value or scrap value 10,000 divided by 10 years is the useful life. 10 years is the useful life. How much it will come? 90,000 divided by 10. That is 9,000 per year. So every year you need to write off 9,000 rupees as depreciation. Getting my point? So this is how this formula is applied. Cost of the asset is 1 lakh, scrap value is 10,000, useful life is 10 years. So when we put this formula, you get 9,000 rupees the depreciation on yearly basis to be written off. Is there any way that I can calculate the percentage of depreciation? Yes, it is possible. You can calculate the percentage of depreciation as well. How do I calculate the percentage of depreciation? Let us take the same example. Here, 9,000 rupees is the depreciation we calculated previously. So, straight line depreciation is 9,000. Cost of the asset is how much? 1 lakh. Cost of the asset was 1 lakh into 100. How much this will come? 9%. How much? 9%. So how did I get 9%? So depreciation is 9,000 divided by 1 lakh is the cost of asset into 100. 100 because I'm calculating the percentage. So 5 zeros got over. I'm left with a 9. So 9% is the depreciation I will be calculating on yearly basis. So if you want to talk from percentage per se, percentage point of view, you can calculate your depreciation percentage like this. Clear? I hope you understand how a straight line method of calculating depreciation, what is the formula, and how the uh, depreciation percentage can be calculated when we are following the straight line method. That's all in this video. We are going to talk about two illustrations and then we switch over to diminishing balances method in coming video. Right? That's all for the day. Thank you so much.